The base jumper drops off a very high bridge. He falls 150 meters before opening his parachute. How much time did this take? Doesn't look like I have very much, but here's a clue. It says that he drops off of it. So I know when something drops, I know that means that the initial velocity is 0 and the acceleration is 9.80 meters per second squared because they're in free fall. So let's do my drawing. Here's my person at the top, and it's where they're going to drop. So the initial velocity is equal to 0. I know the acceleration is equal to negative 9.80 meters per second squared because it's gravity that's pulling him down. And then it's going to fall 150 meters here. 150 meters. That's going to be my distance that he falls. And where he starts, we're just going to call that x naught equal to 0. And I want to know how much time all this took. Great. All right, let's see. Let's start with the givens. So what variables or unknowns am I given here? I am given that he drops, so initial velocity is equal to 0. Because he drops, he's in free fall, so the acceleration is negative 9.80 meters per second squared because he's going down, so I'm making down the negative direction. He's going to fall 150 meters, so that 150 meters is actually going to be a negative 150 meters, again, because it's downwards from where he starts. And I'm looking for the time. So there's the time, equals that. All right, so I need some way of relating all this. That's going to be looking at x equals x naught plus v naught t plus 1/2 at squared. And again, I'm just looking at my variables and figuring out which equation I can use with these variables. So if I look at it, x naught, we're always going to make that 0. V naught is equal to 0, so that's going to go away. That leaves me with the expression x equals 1/2 at squared. All right, let's throw in the numbers. Negative 150 meters equals 1/2 negative 9.80 meters per second squared times what I'm looking for, which is the time squared. Awesome. All right, let's start. Let's see. Let's write this again without the units this time, just to make it see, just to see what we're doing. Negative 150 is equal to 1/2 negative 9.80 times t squared. All right, so let's see, 1/2 9.8, that's 4.9, it's negative 4.9. So negative 150 is equal to negative 4.9 times t squared. And so I need to divide both sides by 4.9. That'll be negative 150 divided by negative 4.9 equals t squared. So that means t is equal to, well, a negative on top and a negative on bottom. Negative signs are going to cancel out. So that's going to be equal to 150 divided by 4.9. And to isolate t, I'm going to have to square root both sides. So I have to square root this side and square root that side. All right, so t is equal to 150 divided by 4.9. That means that t is going to be 5.53 seconds. Now, when solving this, one of the key things to remember is your signs. Okay, I'm making all these signs the same, so I'm making them all negative because they go down. I'll make up going positive, but nothing here is going up, so everything's negative.